How's it going, everyone? Sinister of the Gamer Section bringing you another review, and today's review is the Raiju V3 Pro Controller by Razer. This controller looks phenomenal and it keeps the shape of the PS5 controllers. And as for the speed, the Raiju has it, the tactile feedback. The analog thumbsticks are symmetrical just like the other PlayStation DualSense controllers. But what I love about it is the texture of the sticks and the pad itself. But also, it feels great in your hands. That's a nice grip and don't have to worry about it slipping out of your hands. The D-pad is another change, to move away from the base, directional pad of the DualSense controller. And then for the size, the Raiju is bigger than the DualSense itself. It's mean for players with big hands, but don't have to worry about fingerprints or smudges with this controller. But it has a matte finish that's, resistant to those. But overall, the Raiju Pro Controller is meant for, one speed, used by esports players and tournaments. Plus, it comes in different colors. This is a must-have, like if you want high performance experience. Alright, let's discuss the Raiju and what it's all about. First off, it's wireless and it's 2.4 GHz with a dongle. And you can use this with the USB-C cable, which is great for low latency. And as for the sticks, you can use with the TMR or AK tunnel magnetoresistance instead of like the Hall effect, which is great for battery life. This is better because you don't have to worry to deal with stick drift issues, things like that. And the back pedals are removable to your liking. And as for the buttons themselves, they have that mouse click on it, which is cool. And there, it's like, typing on the keyboard. But here, you can take a listen. The hyper triggers are great for fast-paced action like first-person shooters, like with the locked-in triggers, and you got the rapid-fire action. And you can unlock the triggers for full-range shots. The 8-way D-pad is cool for fighting games. It's easier to do the motions. And they really beat up this controller and it's light compared to the other Pro controllers out there. And as for the features, like you can also remap the buttons from your computer or the app on your phone. On the back of the controller, you can switch between PS5 and PC respectively. Also, there's an option with the wired and with the cable or wireless, which you need the dongle for because it doesn't work without it. But this is an awesome controller overall. Great as this controller is, like, there's not much in the flaw department because, like, the usual features like built-in speakers, haptic feedback aren't present. Reason being, like, the Raiju is built for speed and for esports. In other words, it doesn't need those. And you can't use this wirelessly without the dongle either, like I mentioned before in the features. However, I'm loving the features of this controller, definitely a must-have if you're into competition. For that, I give the Raiju V3 Pro Controller a 5 out of 5. Thank you for tuning in to the best place for independent gaming journalism, and that is the Gamer Section. Be sure to hit like button on the video, and please subscribe to the channel.